All right, joined right now by Mike MacDonald, head men's basketball coach. 102-77 win over Duville tonight, coach. Um, second win of the week, second win of the season. What were your thoughts about the game?
I thought Uville came out, played really hard. They're well coached, well prepared for us. They were in a zone, which we hadn't seen. They haven't played all year. But we expected it. We practiced against one yesterday. And I thought we had some really good shots early. We just couldn't make a shot. And we kept rebounding and we get good shots. We kept getting stops in the first half, but we couldn't make one. And then finally, I thought Kyle Harris hit a couple, got us going. And, it's funny because we have a young team in a lot of ways. But in the end, the guys I thought we had to lean on, Andrew Cisco, Kyle Harris, Sean Fassiero, those guys who are older, kind of helped us come through. I thought Kyle did a really nice job throughout the game. I thought we had our moments, and Uville plays really hard. We knew that coming in. They shoot a ton of threes, and they had 40 points at halftime, which was on their average. They average 81 points a game, and we were only up 7. They hit a 3 going in at a half, and I'm saying, all right, we have to defend better. And I thought we did defend better in the second half. I thought we guarded better from the field. They shot only 38% and only 27% from 3. And we only allowed them 3 threes in the second half, which, we cut their 3-point output in half. And I thought once our defense got going, it was we were able to separate from them.
They were effective in that zone. I mean, they don't really have anybody that can match up size-wise with Cisco inside. So you have to figure, that was the thought for them going to the zone, was to try and pack it in and keep the ball away from him. And they were effective in that early on. Kind of frustrated him a little bit. As you said, you guys were getting good looks. They just weren't dropping. What do you say to the team? Is it, hey, we got to really pound the ball inside, or is it, hey, keep moving the ball and these shots will eventually drop?
I think keep taking good shots, and I think that's the big thing. As long as you take good shots, good things happen. And if you don't get it, if you take a good shot within the flow of the offense, within the rhythm, there's a lot of times you're going to get an offensive rebound. And we did a great job on the offensive backboard, 17 offensive rebounds. Obviously, Cisco had 11 offensive rebounds, where even if they were surrounding him, he still is big enough to be able to get the offensive rebounds. So that's one of the benefits of having Andrew. I thought in the second half, Ty Hind and Ryan Salzberg hit a couple shots too to really open it up. I thought Ryan Salzberg's 2 threes back to back were big, and it kind of gave us a little life and a little energy. And the lineup we had in was, we had Tyler Hind, Ryan Salzberg, Kyle Harris, Justin Hemphill, and Andrew Cisco. So we really had only 2 guys who really played for us last year at all. And, Ryan Salzberg was here, but he didn't play a lot, but he thought he did a great job tonight. A really good job, was really effective and stepped up and knocked some shots down. And we talked about that afterward, that, great example the other night was Deshaun Hines at Robert Wesleyan, where he hit a couple threes. And tonight it was Ryan Salzberg, and each night it's going to be a different guy. And, we had some really good looks that didn't go down, and we didn't just chuck threes. We kept penetrating, and we were able to create good shots for ourselves and create some separation again, like I said.
Is like, how important is it for you guys to make threes? When so much attention is placed on Cisco, for the opposing defense, they're trying every game to shut him down. How does that help him open things up by making threes?
It does, but I don't think people are going to change their game plan. I don't think they're going to leave them, and I think we have to just take good shots. And some of it was getting the ball to the high post, whether it was Kyle Harris, Justin Hemphill, and they were finding either guys where they were making shots or driving it, and maybe a different way to feed Cisco too. For us, I think look at it this way, Mike. We scored 102 points today. We can sit here and say we didn't shoot well from 3, which we did. We were 29%, right? But we scored 102 points. Think about that. Right. The other night at Roberts, we scored 93 points. We didn't shoot well from 3. We were 6 of 21. So we're going to have a couple nights coming up where we shoot lights out from three, and then I don't know what'll happen because that's we're putting up a lot of points, right? Even if we haven't shot it well. So you know, I think those shots are coming. I think some of it was, again, some of the guys are new guys taking those shots. Sean was 1 for 8, and Andrew Mason 1 for 6. They both have proven in practice they're really good shooters. So we're going to keep going to them, and they're going to keep getting open shots, and they're going to knock them down, and they're going to have instead of an 1 for 8, they're going to have a 5 for 8 night coming up, and Sean's going to have, or Drew's going to have a 4 for 6 night, and boom, boom, it's going to be pick your poison type thing.
Thought you guys were really good in transition tonight, and the stats seem to reflect that. 21 fast break points for your team, 0 for D'Youville.
Well, I thought we did a good job. We've been really emphasizing transition defense, first of all. I thought they had, well, we counted transition probably different with the stats crew counts as transition sometimes. And I think we had them down as like 10 points in the first half, getting out and going on us. But for us, I thought, yes, we were very good. And that's one way to beat a zone, right? Be fast and get it up. And, the whole thing starts where if you play defense and you rebound, you're not taking the ball out of bounds. We let them set up their 2-2-1 press to slow us down, which they did a lot in the first half because they were scoring. And then in the second half, we stopped. We could outlet. We can run. We can really run. I mean, we basically play 4 guards, and we play a center who runs very well for his size. So we have to be able to run to create easy baskets for ourselves and easy scoring opportunities.
Last question. What was, I guess, what was it that turned the tide? I mean, it was you look at the final score and say, that was just a one-sided game, but it really wasn't. I mean, it was close, into the early parts of the second half. And then, we talked about, your team, the first couple of games had some struggles in the last 10 minutes of ball games. What did you guys do better today in the last 10 minutes where you extended your lead in that period and really put the game away?
I think our defense was better. I think the lineup we had in, like I mentioned, was 3 guys who didn't start: Justin Hemphill, Tyler Hind, and Ryan Salzberg. And I think they were able to give us a lot of energy off the bench. I thought our bench was tremendous during that time, cheering for each other and pulling each other around. I think Sean was in the floor at that time too, and Cisco. So I thought we had some guys who maybe had some fresh legs were in there, but I thought our defense was really good at that time, and we helped, and we rebounded, and we were able to outlet and run and get going a little bit. And this team is a work in progress. As I've said, we are a work in progress. Everybody looks at, well, you got Cisco, but we have a lot of guys who've never played. At one point, I looked out there. I think we had 4 freshmen out there at one point, and I'm going, no wonder my hair is gray and losing it and everything, But that's part of being it. And in the end, we had 24 assists. We had 8 turnovers. We really did take care of the ball pretty well, and we got good shots, and we were able to play defense. As long as you keep playing defense, you keep rebounding, you're going to get some shots to fall, and you're going to be able to separate and open up the lead. And that's what we did today. And so I think if you look at it, we've played 4 games, right? We're 2-2, but this is the 3rd time in the second half of the game we've been up 20 or more points, right? That's pretty good for a team that we believe is a work in progress and is still coming. We've played good teams, so we have ways to get better, but I can see them starting to come together, and we're going to have to. We got a tough one tomorrow night. We got to get back on the road, and it's a makeup game with Roberts Wesleyan, and it's kind of might be stupid scheduling by the coach, but it's kind of the way we are in February. It's the only day you can kind of fit it in, and so now we'll go try and get on the road and go play again and see what happens.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck in that one. Safe travels over to Roberts Wesleyan tomorrow, and we'll talk to you later in the week.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.